Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. It's episode 205. It's April already, which is crazy. My allergies are unwell.
April.
It's gonna be April. How are you doing, Catalina?
You know, I'm okay. Just busy at work, dealing with the horrors of the world every day as they are dealt to us. Trying to purchase a home.
That's exciting. Purchasing. Have you gotten any tips from TikTok at all for purchasing your home?
I haven't gotten any tips for purchasing because we're way past that point. But I have been now trying to get on like interior design / whatever side of TikTok. Mm-hmm. And I've seen some really funny ones where specifically this one that was this guy like fully refinishing what I guess is like their son's room. He installs hardwood flooring and stains it. He installs what's it called, molding, but like
molding, around
wainscoting. He installs wainscoting.
Oh, I don't know what wainscoting is.
I think it's a type of molding.
Okay.
He paints, he wallpapers, he does so many things, and the comment section was so funny. It was like, I have to remind my husband to take out the trash.
Right. I know. I'm so impressed by people who actually physically build houses and do things like that, like hang up a shelf, even hang up a picture. I'm impressed.
Well, I was telling Ivan that buying a house and like home ownership, or perhaps soon to be home ownership, who knows, things can always happen. I feel like I've unlocked a level in the way that I felt like I unlocked a level when I went snorkeling where like I'd never seen below the surface of the ocean in that way before, and so I felt like I like unlocked another level of like information about life. And with the house stuff, I'm like, I'm learning so much and now like it really is, I think people buy homes to like have something to do.
It is so many steps, but it's true.
So
with
much
there's the legal aspect, the finance aspect.
No, but also
again,
the design,
creative aspect. Yeah. Exactly. Like there's like the fun part, the not fun part. Yeah, there's so many aspects. It's all one big learning process.
Clearly you can do as little or as much of the design work as you want, and clearly that also is related to like how much funding you have, how much money you have. But yes, so I'm on the interior design side of TikTok.
That's excellent. Well, we're going to start out today's episode by talking about Ashley, friend of the pod, because her TikTok was hacked. So she lost her TikTok. She's submitted multiple tickets to TikTok and she can't get back in. And she sent what Catalina and I thought was a very funny message to her account, because she created
her
a new
own account.
Yeah. So I said, I was like, if you're missing TikTok, just create another account so you could at least watch while you wait to recover your account. So she wrote to her own account, "Please, can you relinquish this account and give it back to me? I don't know why you need to control an account with 186 followers." So
relinquish
the account. But also you should follow her new account. It's The Real Ashley Rose, and her first video was about losing her old account. But it's true, it's like you can't talk to anyone at these apps. So I can't imagine. I mean, it's not Ashley's career, which is good, but people who have careers and make money off TikTok or the TikTok shop, to lose your, it's like a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's because people want your credit card information. And then She was also saying that in the responses to her post, it was mostly people just like being like, this person helped me recover my account, and it's like definitely spam or whatever.
Right. It's someone trying to get money for recovering an account.
But I think it is really hard to get accounts restored. I know someone who had a really big problem with Instagram. Oh my God, we had a problem.
We had an Instagram problem. Yeah, we got our account restored.
Well, I have a friend who never got her account restored and just had to say like, buck it and move on.
Yeah.
But at least Ashley has only 186 followers. And frankly, if someone stole my account today, like, yeah, I'd be pissed. But also, when the ban was happening, I downloaded all my saved videos and then I never deleted them from my camera roll. So like, I feel like I've thievery proofed the account in that way. It just sucks to like have to rebuild.
Sad.
Yeah.
So when TikTok went away, I also downloaded all these videos. And you know how Apple makes these memory videos of photos and stuff?
Yes. Oh.
So the same day I downloaded all of the TikTok videos, I downloaded a bunch of pictures from my wedding. So I went to play what I thought was going to be like a cute wedding montage that Apple created. And then I start in between wedding photos, I just get random TikToks that were up, which was very great.
One of my favorite montages ever by Apple is the one that it was just served to me. Do you already know what I'm going to talk about?
Is it with me, you, and Ivan?
No, well, you're in it. It's my Oswego montage.
Oh, yes.
And it is basically like 4 videos of me trying to twerk. And then like 6 videos of me wearing, or not videos, pictures of me wearing the bucket hats that you gave me to sell on Depop.
Right. One last thing about Apple montage videos. My favorite TikTok, maybe of all time, no, it's up there, was when Apple made a video of someone's experience at a concentration camp and put it to like this really upbeat song. And it was like, no, Apple, like, please read the room.
Amazing.
Okay, well, moving on, Ashley, who has her now new account, is able to send us videos. So she sent us a video and said, please talk about it. And she said, talk about Blue Dress Girl. So automatically when she sent that, I thought, oh my God, is that like stupid trend? Like, do you see blue or gold, the dress? Like, is that coming back? That's the first thing I thought. I thought, ugh, not interested. And then I dove into it. So there's a video by Chronically Staying Strong, and she explains.
We've all seen the video of this girl that's at a high school dance not knowing the lyrics to They Not Like Us by Kendrick, okay? And at first I watched this video, and it was hard to watch because it's always going to be awkward when someone's just moving their mouth and dancing to a song that they don't know. It will always be awkward. But you guys can't tell me that there wasn't one point in your life where you were singing to a song and you didn't know the lyrics, okay? She's a young girl trying to fit in at her party, okay? And for all the people saying, oh, she's trying to be Red Dress Girl so bad, she's never going to be Red Dress Girl. You guys are fucking bullies, okay? If she wanted to be Red Dress Girl, she would not be dressed the way she is, first of all, and she wouldn't be acting the way that she's acting. She's just trying to fit in. She's young. Everybody's having fun. And if you guys hadn't noticed, no one in this whole entire video knows the lyrics. But somehow, because she's in front probably, and she's the only girl, she's the one getting picked on. I just think it's crazy that there's a whole bunch of adults bullying this little girl just having the best night.
I'm so disinterested in this.
I know, it's so silly. And then the video that Ashley sent was by KR1 Staboy, and it says, shout out to that baddie, I hope she's okay. And it says, Blue Dress Girl was just trying to vibe, y'all. So like, people are taking it way too seriously. She didn't know the lyrics. Like, stop bullying her. This would be me. I don't know lyrics to any songs, so I feel for her.
Ashley likes this because, or thinks this is funny or newsworthy because she is someone who like takes pride in knowing all the lyrics and like being able to like rap an entire Nicki Minaj song. As someone who knows no lyrics ever except actually, I went to dinner with Ivan the other night and they were playing Aerosmith, Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and I sang every word until he went to the bathroom because he was annoyed.
And you also know every lyric to Aaron Carter.
Right, but like this just feels like normie TikTok in a way that I'm not interested in. And then the other ones, which you'll get into, Red Dress and Purple Dress, even worse. At least Blue Dress is like kind of funny.
It's not it's because it's devolved into like, don't bully this girl. This girl was trying to have a good time, and now she's on the internet known as Blue Dress Girl, and people are making fun of her, and I feel really bad for her.
And then they're like, ooh, Red Dress Girl, she's hot and knows lyrics. Okay.
Right. So Red Dress Girl, all of these high schoolers are at prom, and there's these videos, and it's like shot the same way as Blue Dress Girl, but Red Dress Girl knows all the lyrics to the songs she's singing.
Well, this was another question I had watching these videos. Is this a thing they do at prom now? Because, ugh.
I think these are Long Island proms because one of them said like Deer Park, which I think is on Long Island. And no, I mean, back in our day, no, but maybe they're probably selling like videos now.
Now.
It's like going to a bar bat mitzvah or a wedding. They used to have these videos. I don't know.
It's not for me.
No, but also they might be the DJ who's trying to promote themselves. Maybe it's the DJ social media, I think.
And then I was imagining it as kind of like those cameras that you can do in Times Square where it like circles around you.
Yeah.
I was imagining it like that. Like they have a camera like that and everyone like wants to be on the camera, and so they're doing that.
You might be right.
The DJ one's a good theory as well, but Ashley, pick better videos next time.
And also then there's Purple Dress Girl.
Oh my God.
And she's jamming out to Gasolina. So it's just all the comments are now comparing all the colored dress girls. It's dumb. I don't like it either.
It also reminds me of Blue Sweatpant Girl, the one who was
Yes.
dancing. It's just when the internet becomes obsessed with like a generically attractive teenage girl.
Yeah.
It's like the girl who was lip syncing to the Bob Marley Sun song and had like the most likes that you've ever seen on TikTok. Like, and you watch the video and you're like, this is why people think TikTok is a waste of time.
Right. Exactly.
No shade to that girl. She's beautiful. I'm not entertained.
No, and I feel bad for her. She didn't mean this. She didn't mean to be the blue dress girl. I think red dress girl.
Oh, I'm talking about like the one
Oh,
who
the
was
Bob
doing
Marley
lip
one?
syncing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm like, she's really pretty, but like, okay, what are you doing in this video?
All right, let's move on to our For You pages. Something that I love TikTok for, this comedy video, this creator, Stinky Asher, is great. It's POV, the popular girl is giving a presentation, and it's about Helen Keller.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our presentation on
Helen
Keller.
By me.
And me. Okay. That was just 3 seconds of what it was like to be Helen every day, blind and mute.
What she did.
She be blind and deaf.
She said no on the bus,
She hid in the closets during WW2.
and she flew the first plane into the Pacific Ocean. Oh, into the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe it's not so bad.
Yes, because she has no bad. She can't. No, wait. She wants snow. Still.
She can.
She's blind. Sorry.
Sorry, you didn't know.
We're kidding.
She was great with her hands, which means she was ambidextrous.
And she also, some people have annoying voices that she couldn't hear.
Mm-hmm. So the moral of the story
Is
to
be like Helen. Because despite the challenges, she was able to persevere.
That was impactful.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
And just in case anybody's blind, we put it in Braille too.
Any questions?
Hopefully not.
The visuals are also really great for this, and this is just perfection to me.
Yes, I actually saw this a little bit before you, and I was surprised, but I liked people saying, the comment was like, I'm so glad that you made a PowerPoint for this.
Yes.
Like part of, and okay, I guess in contrast to, I should provide context for why I have high expectations for what I see on TikTok. This is effort. This is humor.
Yes.
This is execution. This is planning, and some sort of just like clip that didn't really take a lot of effort or skill. I'm not interested.
And went viral just for a silly reason, just for a girl not knowing lyrics. And
Yeah, or
trying
knowing
to have fun.
lyrics.
Leave her alone.
Right?
Yeah.
Leave Britney alone.
Okay, the next thing on my For You page is very New York. It's very Dwayne Reed.
Wait, can I just say one more thing about this? I
Okay.
realized I was just shading Ashley so hard because I was assuming that she liked blue,
That's true.
Yeah, I don't actually know her stance.
You know what? She actually sent us a video. The first video was saying leave this girl alone. She was just trying to vibe.
Yeah, so
that Ashley's stance could be the same as ours.
Exactly.
You're making assumptions.
I would just like to formally use my platform to apologize for preemptively assuming what Ashley's stance was.
She's been through enough. Her TikTok account was hacked. Damn.
All right, moving on.
Okay, moving on. As I said, very New York City. This is a video by Shannon Ferry TV. And it's me when I push this little button for the 4th time. And she's pushing the little button of everything that's locked up in a CVS or a Dwayne Reed. And the audio is perfection. It's Mel Robbins.
The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to train.
This is me at a Dwayne Reed. And all of the comments are like, yep, this is why I have to buy things online. You stand there, no one comes, no one's working there. There was a video going viral about how Dwayne Reed's now only sell cotton balls.
Oh, that was really good. Well, I also wonder how much revenue are they losing from people giving up and not buying there versus from
stealing.
like one person shoplifting a bar of deodorant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Extra punitive measures I think are ridiculous, and I'm not a fan of that
Neither
business
am I.
model.
So what's on your For You page, Catalina?
One video that I sent was by Giorgia Bandini, and it is about men with bobs. It's mostly just visual. I really enjoyed this being brought to my attention. I didn't realize that the man bob was trending.
Neither did I.
It is definitely a kind of like hipster cut. I don't know.
I know younger men in this video. Maybe they're like 20s.
Well, I was thinking that the mullet obviously had like a huge comeback and is kind of like this vintage thing, but with a certain demographic where it's like the frat guy demographic, right? Mm-hmm. And this was giving still bro-y, but like LA Silver Lake bro.
I agree with that, yeah. And because a lot of them had mustaches too. So yes. The mustache with the bob.
You know that when I was 20, I would have had the biggest crush on a man with a bob.
Oh my God, for sure.
I would have been losing my mind over a man who looked like Lord Farquaad.
Who had a bob and a mustache.
But you know what? Now I'm the one with a bob.
Exactly. And the bobs become popular amongst women because of Leslie Bibb in The White Lotus. She was talking about her bob and people are asking for that haircut.
The fuck-ass bob has been having a huge moment for years and years and years.
So you're in style. I've never had a bob in
I'm
my
on
life.
trend. I think you have very thick hair, and I would, for my humor, love to see you in a bob. I don't know if bob is the style for you, but
it's not.
It could be.
Well, I'm not going to try it, so we'll never know.
Ugh, fine.
Moving on, the next thing you have, very hot topic. I am glad you put this on here. This is a very hot topic.
Well, as you know, for months and months now, my TikTok has been absolutely ruined, and so it's really hard. Frankly, Dina put a bunch of videos she thought I sent, but they were actually sent by Sam, new member of our group chat, because we have the same area code.
Disappointing.
So every time we have to say what's on our FYP, I'm like, I don't want to tell you what's actually on my FYP because it's the horrors, but in terms of just like the most basic content that you could ever envision in your life. This is sort of a cross section of that, which is I'm getting a lot of Remi Bader content, people reacting to Remi Bader coming out, going on the Khloe Kardashian podcast and sharing that the way that she lost a substantial amount of weight over the past like year or two was through some sort of
bariatric surgery.
It's bariatric, but it's
a
like
newer
a new one
yeah.
called like SADS or SADI or something.
This is adjacent to, we talked about, I unfortunately got sucked into Skinny Talk last week, and you had been on Skinny Talk, which we both do not like because we just want them to be parody videos, but they're just serious videos of people yelling at us to put down the treats. And I need my treat, okay? But I've been getting a lot of opinion videos about how Remi Bader went about this, all that. And I think you put in a really great one. I will say it's long, but I think it reflects a lot of important points. So it's by Ashy.Nicole.
Remi Bader finally announced that the way that she lost weight was through weight loss surgery, and we need to talk about it. Here are the issues I actually do have with it. I don't have any issues with the fact that she had weight loss surgery to lose weight, obviously. People who are saying that are weird. It's a fine thing to do. Here's what's crazy. Number one, because she went to being overweight to like very thin, seemingly overnight, and would not address it. After she had spent years and years building a fan base of people who followed her for her plus size content. Now, I'm not saying that she needed to stay plus size. If you're going to create a platform based on plus size content and create a fan base based on people who look up to you because either it's relatable or that's the type of content that they want to see, and then you lose a bunch of weight, shifting your content entirely and not addressing it at all is why people are like, what the fuck? Why didn't she say anything? Also, just going on a Kardashian podcast to say this, no one follows the Kardashians because they're relatable. They follow the Kardashians because either they look up to them or they think their lifestyle is like crazy and, you know, want to follow along. Remi Bader was like a household name at one point for being mid-size plus size content, showing relatability in outfits and life experiences and just talking about day-to-day like what it's like to be a plus size person, and created this whole community and then dropped them There's no issue with her losing weight. If she wanted to lose weight, that's totally fine, but you have to acknowledge the fact that that's who your fan base was. You're just kind of leaving them in the dust and not even saying anything. Not talking about how you lost weight, not talking about why you lost weight. Like, and I know people are going to be like, she doesn't have to do those things, but I kind of disagree with that because that was her whole content. She was a relatable content creator. And because her whole platform was created based on these people following her, she would not be anywhere that she is right now if the people who supported her hadn't supported her along the way, being the plus size community. Also, this is not a video for anyone to go hate on her.
It's interesting to see the range of takes. I'm also I think about some of the people who are like, I'm so mad and recording a video. I don't know, at the point in my life where I start recording those videos, just tell me to sign off.
It's so true. Like, people have the time to critique. I think
no, I'm not saying that about this one. I'm not saying that about this one. I'm saying that about the one, like, I liked this video. I actually went back and I told you I couldn't find any of the videos because I didn't like any of them because I was like, I don't like this. And
But
then
that was good,
I did like her take. Also, Remi Bader had a reputation for blocking anyone. She was blocking people for making comments, asking. And I think that this creator speaks to it where it's like, you built your platform on something and you're refusing to address it. So that is how a lot of people turned on her before this revelation. And I think now with the revelation, people are just like, why didn't you share earlier? I think the most convincing arguments are the arguments towards being upset with her, because a lot of people are like, leave her alone, it's her body, she can do what she wants.
Right, and you don't have to tell people if you have surgery, whatever. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
But she is a brand, and she is positioning her brand in a certain way. So when you're not disclosing things that are not, like, Remi Bader, the individual, is separate from Remi Bader, the brand.
The brand.
And so people take issue with how she built her brand and how she essentially turned her back on the people who she built her brand on.
Right.
Not just by losing weight, it's by being transparent with her followers about her weight loss. Another thing that was just sort of my take with, I mean, it was very, any layman can see that this woman was doing something, right? To lose that much weight that quickly, you did something, whatever. So while she's not addressing it, her content really shifted. And it shifted to this extremely, like, the complaints about all New York white girl influencers being the same. It's like she had a unique niche that people really enjoyed, and it was humor, and it was vulnerable, and whatever. And she has just become like any other normie influencer on the internet with her content where it's like food and whatever. So I actually think now that she's come clean about, or come forth with this information, her content is newly interesting to me because she's addressing these things. Mm-hmm. Whereas it was like, I don't care about watching another, like, objectively good-looking skinny girl like do Pilates and order a bunch of food they're gonna take one bite of. Like, that's not interesting to me. But it is very telling the type of content creators that maybe she was like aspiring to situate herself amongst. But that was also evident in who she surrounded herself with. She was always surrounded by girls who were like the skinny New York influencer girl. Yeah. And then she goes and she comes out, whatever, about having her surgery on Khloe Kardashian's podcast, which, by the way, Khloe Kardashian's crucifix in those podcast things, I was like, damn, we are going there.
Yeah, so the Khloe Kardashian thing is really interesting to me because that boosted Khloe's podcast so much. A lot of the comments were like, I didn't even realize Khloe had a podcast until Remi went on, because people were so interested in this topic. From a business perspective too, I would hope she's actually monetizing this, Remi, and I don't think Khloe Kardashian paid her to be on the podcast.
Really?
So I don't think so. I don't think you pay guests to be on the podcast. I could be wrong.
I think it depends.
It might depend. Maybe they have a share of ad revenue. Maybe she got that. But I guess I was thinking like, oh, maybe she should do a Patreon and people pay to subscribe. But then she would have gotten backlash about that. I think whatever she did, she would have gotten backlash.
She's going to get a lot of hate no matter what.
Regardless. Yeah. I was thinking, I hope she's making her bag by doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is her job. The other thing that was interesting in the comments from clips I saw of the podcast, when Khloe asked her how she's keeping the weight off, because even though you have surgery, like you still have to eat healthy, your stomach's smaller, but it can stretch out. Khloe says, oh, I know a lot of people who that happened to. And all the comments said it was Rob, which was news to me. I didn't think like Rob had basically failed surgery because his stomach stretched back out. So
I think it's just that Remy gave the appearance in the way that she was, the people she surrounded herself with, and going on this Khloe Kardashian podcast seems to confirm that even though she was situated as a body positive influencer, she really wanted to be like one of the other girls. Like she really wanted to be like that in her life, right? Now she seems to be like, you know that audio that's like, she's just like any other girl? You know what I'm talking about?
no.
They always use it when there's like a group of girls like dressed the same.
Oh, yes.
I feel like she had a unique niche, but really at her core was striving to be another Kardashian clone.
Yeah,
Or
I
in
guess
that sort of
Khloe
Kardashian
aligns
space.
with her because Khloe was always bashed for her weight too, and I think they're both. I will say the sad thing about it is that, like we were saying, they're both, Khloe and Remy are just going to be bashed regardless of what they do. They were bashed for being fat, they're bashed for being skinny, and regardless, just them as humans, I think that's really sad.
Yeah.
So
I just think that from a brand perspective, she built a brand on something that maybe wasn't what she really wanted to. She didn't have her full heart behind that, right?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So now she's trying to pivot into something that feels more true to who she is. And unfortunately, to the viewers at home, it's much less interesting.
So we'll see where this goes.
And we'll see if by speaking about her, we get blocked now.
We probably will, but that's okay. I wish Khloe and Remy all the best.
Okay, Dina.
You know what?
Good for them.
Good for them! Yes, that's a callback from last week. Okay, let's move on to the Welsh Five, who we've spoken about many times on this podcast. Their videos blew up when they traveled to the US and they would eat fast foods and go to chains. They finally got representation, things to be going super well for them. They were posting so many videos about how they were really excited to make their next trip to Las Vegas. They go to Las Vegas, and then I keep getting all these sort of like conspiracy videos and videos of being like, where is the Welsh Five? They're not posting. Nothing's happening. I see a lot of the comments are saying that their business manager didn't know they needed a work visa because now they're making money in the US, so they're not allowed to work in the US. I don't know if that's true. But here's a video by UK Secret Travel about it.
Oh my God, we've got an update on the Welsh Five Vegas trip. So Yayan, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry if it's not. But Yayan's posted saying that like he went to see his nan and surprise and stuff. And then someone's commented in his video saying, when are we going to see the Vegas trip? And Yayan has responded, and it is what we feared. We will not be seeing any Vegas content. Yayan said, unfortunately you aren't, and we can only apologise. And people are saying like, wow, what really happens in Vegas does stay in Vegas. And someone commented saying, something weird happened, I fear. And Yayan put, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry and absolutely gutted, but it won't be the last trip. And then people are saying stuff like, obviously, like, if we're true fans, like, we're sticking by it and stuff. Like, people are saying, like, let the haters hate. Like, I'm really not a hater. Like, I love watching their videos and stuff like that. And I just knew that there was something fishy going on. And I think it was out of their control. And I do think they were doing the best to kind of, I don't know, just get home. And then especially yesterday with Leah's video where she said Corey's asked not to be filmed. And they were in bed at like 2:00 in the afternoon. And then Corey has then posted last night. And it seems to me like it's not like a farewell, but a bit like they might be taking some time off social media. But yeah, we're not going to be seeing any Vegas content.
There was also a lot of drama with some girl who used to be part of their friend group and then like named Becky, and there was like infidelity rumors and lots of stuff that I was seeing. Honestly, I was scrolling. I wasn't interested.
I was interested in why they weren't posting from Vegas because that's a huge mystery. But again, I think now a lot of the lore of them originally coming to New York and when they were in Florida it's kind of, their shine is dimming a little bit. It's not as new and as fresh.
But I also think it has a little bit to do with whatever, which I can't speak to because I was scrolling past it, but whatever the drama was with their, I don't know if there was like a cancellation or what, but there was something where people were saying that there was some beef with someone who used to be one of their friends. And then I know Corey, for example, made some video where he was like laying everything out. And so I think that they ran into a lot of roadblocks with drama, and that could also be impacting it.
Drama. Yeah. Okay.
And that's what happens when you try to work in a big group.
Not always.
If you and I and 4 of our friends became famous for eating fast food, what do you think the drama would be that we would get canceled over?
It would be one of us refused to eat fast food ever again because we decided to be healthy. And then all of us would say, but no, our brand would be ruined. I mean, who would stop eating fast food? I don't know.
Well, we need to know who the group is first.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's for another
Not
day.
you. I can tell you that much.
No, definitely not me.
It might be me, but probably not. No, I love a nugget.
Well, let's move on to food talk because that's a good segue from nuggets to food talk. Catalina, you made the cottage cheese bagel.
I did. I was inspired by you all. I made them yesterday. I used Good Culture cottage cheese. I read actually an entire article afterwards about someone who had used Bethany Frankel's recipe that includes more cottage cheese and doesn't seem to include the baking soda, and they looked really flat and weird. They were really good. I was impressed and very easy. And Ivan ate 3 of the 4.
That's the biggest complaint. Like, it's not very substantial, really.
Well, I was just, when I got home today and I was going to eat a snack, and he was like, I'm going to eat one of the bagels. And then I was like, that's the last one.
Yeah, you got to double it. Next time, double it.
I know. And I was saying, we talked to Ashley about this, and she was saying they're a little small. And I said, well, you could just do 3 instead of 4.
And you had a great idea to use them as sandwich bread.
Yes.
That is a great idea.
Yes. I just liked how simple they were.
Yeah. And tasty.
And tasty. Quite delicious. 10 out of 10.
The next video is by my internet cousin.
Have you prepped your beverages for the weekend? No. Have you prepped your teas? Your fruity herbal teas? Maybe a nice Thai tea? Have you? Get on that. Let's go through them. This is a Rooibos blend. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan because I think it tastes like cough syrup, but I'm trying to, expand my palate. Thinking about mashing up some raspberries, really leaning into the Dimetapp of it all. A little bit of lemon juice and the tea. Divine, I think. What do we have here? This is just green tea that really doesn't taste like anything, to be honest. And so I threw in some blueberries that were in the freezer, some frozen blueberries, and it gave it this wonderful color and a slight delicate hint of blueberry flavor. I'm thinking about squeezing just some lemon juice, maybe slice some lemons in there, maybe some mint. But mint be like $3.99 for 3 sprigs, so I might have to head on over to the Asian grocery store and see if they have a little more value. This big boy is the Country Peach Passion. You know her. Apparently y'all love her in the comments of the last video. Peachy, fruity, guzzleable, for sure. And then this morning I was brewing my tea. I was drinking peppermint tea this morning and had some leftover hot water, so I thought I would brew some Thai tea. Vanilla-y, almondy, caramelly, aromatic. Do it today. Don't delay. Go ahead and prep your silly little bevies.
This looks delicious.
This looks so good. And it actually inspired me because I have so much tea sitting in my apartment that I really never use. But I had a revelation today. As I went to Starbucks for a little treat, Ben just gets black coffee, which I
At Starbucks?
I mean,
does he want diarrhea?
Oh, is that bad? I don't know. Because, see, I don't drink hot coffee. So I had the revelation today.
He gets a hot black Starbucks coffee. Ew, it's so disgusting. Ben!
But I realized that I think I just don't like hot beverages.
At all? What about hot chocolate?
I like it in the winter.
What about a hot toddy?
I do like a hot toddy.
What about hot
too.
cider?
I do like that too. Maybe I just don't like hot coffee and hot tea because I love iced tea and I'll have an iced coffee, but I don't like a hot coffee and a hot tea. I'm always hesitant to make it. It's always like, but a cold one, yes. So she's inspiring me. I'm going to make a vat of something and hopefully it's great.
Yeah, it sounded really good. She also put fruit in one of them and kind of, it's these small things where it's like, oh, you put a pitcher of water with lemon slices in the fridge and that's so, I don't know, it just elevates your life.
It elevates it, yeah. And I have these pitchers in my apartment that are just going unused and this tea. So
what flavor are you gonna do?
I got some tea. I got like a yuzu matcha tea from Japan.
Ooh.
And I haven't even opened it because it's getting hot in New York. I don't want hot. So I'm gonna make a pitcher. And I also got this yuzu honey that I can put in. I'm excited now.
I also am always buying Spindrifts and other like fun beverages, and I feel like maybe this is a recession indicator that we're considering doing
Yes,
large format
it's true.
tea at home, but whatever.
True.
But I think that it could be a good alternative when you want to have a little bevy, but
I love an interesting bevy because water bores me to tears.
I mean, I drink it all the time, and I don't know if we cover this on the podcast, but but I drank too many True Lemons, and I thought that I had a UTI.
Your True Lemon UTI trajectory was the same as you cutting to adult diapers on an airplane. They're both linked and they're both just very specially you. Okay, let's move on to our celebrity on TikTok spotlight. We have a video by Isaac Mizrahi about toast.
I am going to say something about a toaster for just a minute. I love the Smeg products. But I have this toaster, right? It has like literally 4 slots. It should be like the greatest thing in the world, but it's made for like toast from like the 1950s, like square shaped toasts like this. Darling, show me who makes loaves of bread anymore besides Wonder with bread shaped like this. All bread now is shaped like that, right? Like in boule shape, and it never fits. So you have to like literally tend the toast. You have to like turn the toast so it gets turned like toasted on each side. In the process, risking electrocuting yourself or burning yourself really badly. So I guess I need a new toaster, but here's the thing. The good toasters, you can't get the good ones that actually fit the modern bread. They're always sold out from everywhere. So if you have any suggestions about toasters, because God, I love toast. I swear, toast and vanilla ice cream, and salad, weirdly, salad. Those are my 3 desert island foods. Salad, toast, and vanilla ice cream. So I need a good toaster.
All the comments just say how out of touch he is because this is only like
So
his
good.
problem. Yeah.
It's more that, okay, there's 2 parts of this video. One is he's complaining about what toast fits in his toaster.
Yeah.
That could be easily remedied by just cutting your fucking toast in half. Like I have the same size toaster slots in my toaster. It's not that I have an expensive fancy toaster or not. It's just that's what the standard toaster size is. But second, when he's saying that there's no toast that's square anymore, like that is just objectively wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when's the last time you went to an actual grocery store?
But you know what? God bless him. That is
God
the best.
bless.
That is like Lucille Bluth. Like, what does a banana cost? $10. Like, the fact that you think that there is no square bread is just because you only buy like nice bakery boules. I don't know how to pronounce it. A boule.
What's a boule?
A circle bread is called a boule. B-O-U-L-E.
I didn't know that.
I think I'm not pronouncing it right. Or maybe I am.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, that's why Isaac Mizrahi only has long bread. Because he's buying boules.
Is it boule?
I think maybe. Yeah, B-O-U-L-E.
Oh, it's from French meaning ball.
What?
It's a traditional shape of French bread resembling a squash ball. So no, he is not buying a boule.
He is.
He's buying rectangle ones.
No, he's not, Dina. When you go to the store and you buy like a nice loaf that's pre-sliced, which maybe he's not even getting his pre-sliced, or you could put it through a machine, like Whole Foods, they have boules and they're not rectangles. I mean, you could also have a ciabatta.
He said they were rectangles, not squares.
He said they were like this.
That's a rectangle.
No,
Catalina.
they're circular. He also, I think, says the term boule.
Oh, well.
Or bulle. I don't actually know what he says. I haven't watched the video for like 4 days.
Okay, well, we'll discover.
Either way, you know what else? He probably is pissed that he can't put like a ciabatta, like a baguette or something in there. But as everyone said, buy a toaster oven.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. That was wonderful. To our last section, learning on TikTok. And there's a video by Lita_bitchno.
I need to know how everyone's using ChatGPT because I'm going to tell you what I did the other day, and verdict's still out on if it worked because the clothes didn't come yet. But I'm like, if I can use this to do what I did, then like, what is everyone else doing? So anyway, clothes, every size is different. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like 4 different jean sizes depending on where I shop, okay? I'm going hours in stores trying on clothes. Nothing fits. It's like one size is too tight. I go up a size, it's too big. So that's infuriating me. So I went on ChatGPT, right? And I was like, I have this favorite pair of Abercrombie jeans that I love. This is the kind of jeans they are, and this is the size I am. Can you please, for the love of God, tell me if these J. Crew pants will fit me? And what size should I purchase? Okay, so then it spits back. It's like, no problem, buy this size, whatever, right? And then it's like, also, like unprompted, I didn't ask it this. It was like, also, if you shop at like these 4 brands, and it like listed them out, like one was like Levi's, I don't know. I think Madewell might have been one of them. It was like, if you shop at any of these brands, buy these specific type of jeans in this size, and they'll be the same. What? So ChatGPT is like my personal stylist. The pants are coming in the mail in a couple days, and we will then know if this worked.
I thought this was great. I want to start using ChatGPT more because it's super helpful.
Because you hate water.
What does ChatGPT have something to do with
Yeah,
water?
it's like
it's like
really
the
bad
sustainability.
for, yeah. No, it's, I mean, I use ChatGPT all the time for different things, but the amount of water that it takes for like an AI response in terms of server and electricity usage is like really, really heinous.
So now every time I ask it a dumb question, I'm going to think about water.
That's what I do.
You've just ruined that for me.
Well, good. I'm glad that I could ruin things for you because that's what it's like to live in this world as me.
Okay. Well,
but just so you know, Dina, until ExxonMobil does something, I'm going to keep using ChatGPT.
Okay, same. I thought this was such a great idea to find pants that fit you, and what a great input to ChatGPT. So then all the comments were also suggesting ways for ChatGPT to help you. Let's read a few. Someone said, I put in all the supplements I take and asked for advice, and it told me different times of day to take them for optimal results and energy and sleep, and it really made a difference.
My husband used it to analyze an eBay seller's profile to create a strategy to lowball the dude in a psychological way.
Smart.
Okay.
I take a picture of my plant and ask where to prune or what it needs. ChatGPT loves my plant updates.
I use ChatGPT to show me how to file a lawsuit against my city for the potholes ruining my tires. I think an important thing about ChatGPT in terms of effective use is to understand that it's a large language learning model and not everything it spits out at you is always correct. So when I see these, like, I am a proponent of people learning how to use AI effectively and strategically. When you see people just taking any response at face value or like allowing it to write things for them without any sort of back and forth, that's where I see issue. Like I saw one person wrote that they put their blood test results in and then had it interpret their blood test results. Okay, sure, whatever. Maybe you could write them and be like, put this in like Kids Bop terms for me. Like help me understand this in my own language. But if you are thinking that ChatGPT is infallible and like could never lead you astray, that is a dangerous path to walk. And I know this from having very niche and specific knowledge about things and going back and forth with ChatGPT and having it feed me wrong answers all the time.
Wow. Well,
so
you
that's
took
my
all
word
the
to
fun
the
out
wise.
of this one.
Sorry.
But
I'm not saying not to use it because I use it. I think it's a really interesting tool. And I think when you have people, especially in academia, which is, you know, the space that I work in, who have this like moral panic about AI, for me, that's like having moral panic about a calculator.
Right. It's technology, it's helpful, but use it with a grain of salt.
The environmental impact, I think, is real, or it is proven to be real, but it's in users' hands. So I don't know how that's going to be rectified. Also, the world is fucked and our government thinks that climate change isn't real. So, you know.
Well, this video was about jeans and sizes, which is way more fun than where this conversation devolved into. But valid points across the board. As usual, Catalina, great work. Thank you very much.
Fun.
No. And
hey, do you want your day ruined?
Listening.
Call me.
Yes. We'll be back next week. Thank you.
Bye.